therapy. I think I got kicked out. This morning I was having a lot of problems with my sciatic nerve, and I didn't sleep all night. So when I got up, also in the morning, I finally took, when I couldn't take the pain anymore, I took an oxycodone and a gabapentin, and that knocked me out for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. But when I woke up, I didn't have the sciatic nerve pain. And then we did do a lot of errands today, and I felt pretty good about moving around and doing things and going in places. And then I got to physical therapy, and once I started doing those exercises, that sciatic pain shooting down the left side of my leg came back, and it really, really hurts. And I couldn't do a lot of the exercises. I did do the bike, but I couldn't do a full rotation. Just for future reference, I could only do like maybe a half rotation each direction with the bike. And I did the leg slides, and I'm still really good at the angel. That's the only one I did the foot pump. I do the ankle pumps and the angel slides really good. Anything else like bending my knee, I couldn't get any strength to bend my knee. I couldn't even feel the muscles when I would try to tighten them so that I could try it. She said that she could see where I was tightening the muscles, but I couldn't feel it. So they put this little, do you know what that machine was?
It's like electric shock.
They put on this little electric shock machine. I had flashbacks to testing out my dog's bark collars, but it was similar, but on a bigger patch. Instead of one little spot, it was like a bigger patch, like a patch that big. They put 2 of those above my knee, and then she would turn it up, and it would be tingly and shocky, and while that was on, I would tighten the muscle and hold it as tight as I could. I had to do both. I had to tighten both muscles at the same time because I couldn't tell I was even tightening one, really. She said she could. I don't know if that's by what she could see or if it was by something on the machine. I don't know. She said it was tightening, but I couldn't see that. So, I don't know if she did that a lot. How many times? It was more than 10 times.
Yeah.
I don't know, 15 or 20 maybe, of turning it up, and then leaving it on. I don't know, I'm bad. 8 to 10 seconds, and then it would go off for the same amount of time, and I could relax it. So she said it's just waking that muscle back up. But I also was sitting on an ice pad because she said that would help the sciatic nerve, but it didn't. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And so she actually put a message into the doctor, but then she told me to call the doctor before I left. I called the doctor. The doctor's office said they couldn't see the message she sent in, but they were putting another message into the doctor. But my doctor's in surgery today, so hopefully he'll check it when he gets out of surgery, and that somebody will give me a call. I'm pretty sure when I got to the car, I did take an oxycodone, and I think if I get home and take a gabapentin, which I'm more than plenty of time out to take that again. So I'm pretty sure that'll help. I don't know how to move forward. She talked about sending me to urgent care, and that freaked me out a little bit because the last thing I wanted to do was sit in urgent care. But luckily they said, no, don't go. Since you're already a patient and we already are treating you, there's no reason for you to go there. So that was good. So I'm waiting for the doctor to call back. My pain was probably an 8 or 9. I like to put that in there all day long. It really was no more than a 4, maybe a 5 when it got a little stressful. But I walked all through Kirkland's home store, and I walked all through Michael's and returned something, but the sciatic nerve pain's got to stop. Luckily, there was an old lady, a nice young lady, a beautiful young lady with gray hair, in a walker, and she said, oh, you've got what I've got. She said, I'm 3 or 4 weeks out, how far are you? And I said, oh, I'm just 1 week out. And she's like, well, you're doing great then. You're doing great. You're moving great. And I said, well, did you have this sciatic pain? And she said, oh my gosh, Lord, yes, I had to have home health care come in and help with that. And so then that made me feel a little better, because the physical therapist kind of acted like this was like some trauma thing happening that shouldn't be happening, and that freaked me out. But to that nice young lady in the office, nice young lady in her probably 70s, 80s. Sorry you had the pain, but glad you could share with me that you did have the pain too, because this is really bad, and I hope nobody else has this pain. But if you do, I guess it's normal, and I'll let you know how they are going to fix it. So I think I'm gonna go home and eat some ice cream, because I deserve it. Goodbye.